Good morning, everybody. Today we're gonna eat some lunch and just sit and chat because I feel like we need a little girl talk, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of positive comments on some people's videos being like, oh my gosh, this feels so much like a FaceTime, like whatever. So that's kind of the vibe that we're gonna go for because I'm literally gonna talk about whatever random shit comes to my mind. Anyways, but for lunch today, we have Taco Bell. My order is, if you wanna know, oh, these just fell on the floor. Okay. Nacho fries is a must. These are so good. A Dr. Pepper to drink. Something about a Taco Bell Dr. Pepper, it's like super sweet, but it's delicious. And then I got some pintos and cheese, which this thing is like barely hanging on. I'm so glad that didn't spill. If you don't know about these, I'm about to put you on because it's basically just their refried beans with like sauce and cheese. It's delicious. For the main course, you know I can't forget the grilled cheese burrito. This is the best thing that Taco Bell has on their menu. You can argue with a wall, like it's just so good. And then I swapped the meat for the beans like that because I'm like 99% vegetarian now, so. And because I'm a wuss, I get mild sauce and not anything hotter than that. So, also, this video is probably going up on Halloween, but after this, these might be a little chuggy. I don't even know the words to describe. Like, I just feel like powerful with these. I don't know. Let's get started. Honestly, there are so many things that I could talk about today, and we will talk about, but first things first. By the way, go ahead and get yourself a snack, some lunch, eat with me. I know a lot of people have to eat with videos, and I'm one of those people, so hopefully we can share a little meal together. Cheers. That's delicious. It needs some sauce though. Anyways, the last like week and a half, I've been feeling really weird with the content that I'm posting and just like myself and my life in general. And I realized that the week before my period, every single month, I get like really sad and existential and I just kind of hate life for a little bit. But then the day, wearing white and eating Taco Bell was like the biggest mistake I could ever make. Anyways, so when I posted my last vlog, I was kind of at the beginning of that phase in the month, you know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad, okay? Dude, I'm sorry, this is so good. I'm realizing this is gonna take a lot of editing now as I'm eating. Anyways, I was feeling so bad about myself. It was not good and I was insecure to the max. So at the end of my last vlog, I kind of input some things about insecurities, and I guess like all week I was planning this video. I was like, I'm gonna talk so much about how much I hate myself, and you know, it's gonna make people feel seen. And now that I'm like out of that week, I'm like, should I talk about how much I hate myself? I don't know. I still think that would be a good topic because I think that's really important to talk about, but I just kind of wish that I was still feeling that so I could like not like that. I wish that I was still in that moment so that I could film that in that moment, you know what I mean? Instead of talking like really negatively when you're not in that headspace. I think it was a whole bunch of things, but mainly just like comparison on social media is really, really tough and difficult, and that's pretty much all I do is compare my life and the way that I look to other influencers. It just really got to me, I guess, and it wasn't very fun. But I feel like there's this trend on TikTok right now where it's talking about it's insert age, and then it's like how I feel not having any work done in comparison to the girls that have. And I feel like it's so hard to keep up with a beauty standard that is A, always changing, and B, requires surgery majority of the time. The way that I look, I will never have lips like Kylie without getting lip fillers. The way that I look, I would never be super like skinny, eeny, meeny, tiny without weight loss drugs and lipo and all those things. My genetics like me a little thicker, okay? And that's fine, I do too. It's just so, it's difficult. Like, I have a bigger nose that I'm really insecure about. And when I see girls with the little tiny pretty noses and they contour them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so jelly. Why are we getting so deep? But you know what? A FaceTime sometimes does get deep. Like, it's whatever. We'll get to the lighter stuff, I promise. This is my dream date, okay?
My dream date.
What was I saying? But I know that the second you start giving into those beauty standards and creating this new face for yourself, you lose like all originality and uniqueness. And I think that's such a cornerstone in beauty. Like, to find a beautiful person, it's to have things that make you stand out. So when everyone gets Madison Beer or Kendall Jenner's face, like, yeah, they're beautiful, but like, I don't know. There's just something about looking like yourself. Maybe looking like yourself, but better. Like, that's whatever. I'm not saying that I'll never get plastic surgery or I'll never get fillers or Botox, but I'm like relatively young. I don't want to make myself feel like I have to do that to be beautiful. Like I said, the comparison, because I put out content and because I do YouTube videos and TikTok, I look at my face a lot, and no one is meant to critique their face that harshly, but I've gotten to a point where when I upload my videos, I look at every single frame and what could be possibly wrong, and it's just not healthy, and I'm trying to fix that. But then again, like I said, this was all going through my mind last week, and hormones have a lot to do with it. The one thing I'm jealous of men about, which is not much, but is their 24-hour hormone cycle, whereas women have month-long hormone cycles. That's just ridiculous. I mean, I'm not a doctor, don't quote me on that, but these type of videos remind me so much of Trisha Paytas's old YouTube style. I don't know about you guys, but I was a day one stan. You eat lunch, or when you eat food, do you go one item at a time, or do you just dig into everything? Because I feel like if I just took a bite of everything, that would make me so overstimulated. I can eat my fries with things, but like everything else, like if it's something that a different side or like a main, I can't do it. Hello. I don't like it like messy though. It's a lot harder to eat and talk than I thought, but we got it. Anyways, I kind of mentioned this also in the last vlog, but this year I'm doing Vlogmas, which I don't think I've been more excited for a video in my life. So if you guys have Vlogmas ideas or recommendations, please let me know. I'm basically trying to replicate content that I really loved as a kid, which I know is like weird, but I've always been a social media person, someone who watched a lot of YouTube, someone who had Musical.ly and TikTok from the beginning. So it's kind of like always been a part of my life and something that I loved very, very deeply. And back in the day, if you didn't do Vlogmas, you basically were not a YouTuber. Like, Vlogmas was the shit, and it still kind of is. Christmas is my favorite time of year. I've said this before, I'm literally a new person in December. I'm so much nicer. My world is just brighter. And I love Christmas so, so much. So I've already like started planning out days and things that I want to do, like the baking that I want to do, just different types of videos to look forward to. I have this like hair right here that sticks out. They're like 3 baby hairs that just stick out on the side of my head, and it pisses me off beyond belief. What was I saying? This is why I don't film videos like this, because I'm all over the place. Like, I don't have ADHD, but when I talk like this, you would probably think that I do. Christmas and the thought of Christmas is literally getting me through this fall purgatory. I don't know if you guys feel the same, but from like October, obviously, to Thanksgiving, even before October, kind of like September, October, I'm not really a Halloween girl, so this isn't something that I'm like really into the vibes for. It kind of just feels like there's not a lot to look forward to because summer's passed. A lot of people have done their vacations. Like in my family, we do all that stuff in the summertime, and so it can kind of feel like, what do I have to look forward to? There's not something big and fun in the fall. I love fall, I love the weather, but you know what I mean? I'm nervous to see how difficult it is editing a video every day. I would like to say that I've gotten relatively fast at edits, just because I've been doing it like a year at this point. Last year I did something similar, but it was all short form videos under a minute. Like, I opened my advent calendar every day on TikTok, and then I went live every day. But this is like a whole nother ball game. YouTube feels like such a different social media platform than something like Instagram and TikTok. With all that being said though, I would love to know who used to be your favorite YouTubers and who are your favorite YouTubers now, because mine really hasn't changed. Like back in 2013, I was, for the most part, watching the same people that I'm watching now. My favorite content is definitely like the vlog, the lifestyle, kind of just a little bit of everything. I rarely subscribe to a channel that only talks about one thing, which is why my channel maybe feels a bit all over the place. I'm always looking for new recommendations, so if you have that, definitely let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys like this style of video. I know it's different and it's way more laid back. Typically, I very much over edit to cut out the unnecessary chatter, but that's what I want to talk about. Dancing with the Stars. It has become my new obsession. Like literally every Tuesday, I am sat the second it turns on. I have so many feelings, I have so many opinions. I always used to dog on Dancing with the Stars, but I don't know if it was the cast this year or what, but something caught my eye and I was like, okay, we're gonna watch it. So good. Robert and Elaine are by far my favorites. I love them. Controversial take. The eliminations always make me so sad, and like even if I didn't like them as a contestant, I still feel so bad for them because you can tell they all want to win. There aren't that many people that I don't like on there. Like I kind of love everybody. So good. If you're not watching it, please watch it. YouTube just took down my video about my iPod, which I think it's because they said I was like I don't even want to talk about it because I'm scared of YouTube, to be fair. I need to film another iPod video because you guys loved that. And I think I gained like, I think I had like almost 5,000 views. I don't know, which is a lot for me. Okay, that's not a lot for some people. And I will try and teach you guys how to download music without getting flagged, because I'm like 90% sure that that's what that was about. I should watch a movie while I edit this. Although I brought my tarot cards. And life's been feeling like I need a tarot card pull recently. I know some people are like weirded out by those, but don't lie and say that a tarot card reader has never pulled up on your FYP and you've been a little intrigued. That's just a lie. I got such good sleep last night too. The night before I went to bed at like 3, just didn't sleep very well. Last night I went to bed at 9:30, woke up at 8:30. Very rare that I go to bed at 9:30, but I passed the hell out. And then I had a really weird dream. Did we cover all our bases? I feel like I talked about insecurity, I talked about Dancing with the Stars, I talked about Trisha Paytas. What is there more to talk about? Also, how are the girlies looking good with slick backs? Like, I think it's because my actual hair, like down here, just looks a little messy. I slept in overnight curls. This was really fun. I hope you enjoyed this like little chatty vlog-ish. I don't really know what I'm gonna call this. Hopefully these videos can make our bond grow stronger, you know what I mean? Getting to know the people around here is really exciting and fun, and I really love this channel. I post every single Friday. There are lots of fun things coming. No, seriously, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time.